Everyone, how's it going? What's up? It's me, Twister Windstucker, bringing you another video, and as you can see, it's a little dim here because it's not too much further out for us to get the total eclipse of the heart. No, I'm just kidding. The Great American Eclipse is getting ready to hit where I'm at 2:38 my time, and we got clouds covering the sun right this second. So I don't know if where I'm currently at, which is going to be the appropriate viewing area, but I've watched live on YouTube the eclipse where it originally was going to happen, where it started. Then News 13 has been having coverage since noon, I guess, because I didn't watch it before noon, and been showing the eclipse as it happens, progresses. So I've basically seen it like 4 times now on TV, and I know it's more spectacular if you view it yourself. I procrastinated and didn't get glasses. I couldn't find welding glasses, so essentially I'm SLL, and I'm just going to have to watch it on TV. Of course, there's going to be more eclipses happening, but this is the first one across all of America in like 99 years. So it is really cloudy right this second. So I hope that it doesn't rain, because that would suck. And Duke Power is running off of solar supposedly, and they're going to switch over to other systems once their solar panels become useless when the total eclipse, which is like a minute, 2 minutes of darkness, happens. So it's like, oh, because that totality, as they call it, doesn't seem to happen very long. I mean, I think where it originally hit was about the longest it's ever going to be, because that felt like 4 whole minutes. And everywhere else has been doing like anywhere from 2 minutes to a minute and a half. Yeah, I'm behind some clouds, so it's not good. Which, I ain't going to travel to go see this thing, because while it would be cool to see it, I'm not one for traveling just to... Yeah, the sun just went behind some clouds to see this. So, I mean, sure is interesting, and it's for science, and I like science, but I don't know, it's just interesting, and I'm glad I'm watching it on TV. But as for actually seeing it in real life, I've seen other eclipses. I've seen lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, you know, whatever, partials, whatever you want to call them. So this isn't, you know, I mean, this would be cool to see, don't get me wrong. I just, you know, not really, you know, feeling the hype on this one, I guess I could say. I mean, sure, it's been 99 years since the last one that came all the way across America. 38 years since another one hit. My neighbors is having a eclipse party, and they're sitting outside, I guess, getting ready to see it. Of course, I think they're facing the wrong way. Of course, that's probably going to change once it all hits, because the sun's behind us, behind some clouds, which is kind of funny. I think this is a very bad spot for the eclipse. And it's cool watching it on TV because, you know, TV you get unobstructed view. And they was telling you about how to make a cereal box or a cardboard box to make it where you can view it inside. And I've seen this before. You just see a little dot, and then as the eclipse happens, it covers and disappears. Cool. So yeah, the total eclipse where I'm at, well, the sun's sort of peering through the clouds now, kind of, but it's still dimmed. So, yeah. And another thing I'm interested in is the fact that I have got two 2-liter bottles. I had to think there. Drilled a hole in the cap, drilled a big hole in the bottom to water my plants. Now, I've seen people use PVC pipe and stick the bottle into it and, have it drain that way. And I've seen all these fancy smancy, 2-liter bottle watering systems that work a lot better than mine, because I put mine in and the water just holds there because I guess it doesn't drain out. What I'm thinking about doing is going over to this other method, which is a little bit more complicated and a little bit more complex, where I have a 5-gallon bucket. I drill a hole in it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches up. And I'm thinking about, if I go up 2 inches, to have an elbow that goes in, but it has an elbow facing down. That way the water has to go up and, whatever. And then have a PVC pipe bar that runs to my 2 plants that I can easily extend if next year I decide to use more pots, buckets, whatever. Of course, next year I may just use those 2 and then do the other thing where you get a bunch of buckets that it goes across a bar and goes in, and then it comes out the bottom through the PVC, and then it just keeps recycling it like that or whatever. I think they're called Dutch buckets. May try that next year too, when I actually try to grow more stuff. This year I have grown a sunflower. I tried to grow 2 sunflowers. One sunflower failed. Well, it did its job and it had multiple blooms and everything. It was real beautiful and didn't last long. I don't know if it was something on my part or if it was the fact that I had basil growing with it, which I wasn't originally going to, but I didn't have enough buckets. And so it kind of, it happened that way. And I don't know if the basil, took everything and whatever. Then I have this other sunflower that my mom gave me that's taller than I am. And really, really beautiful. It only has 1 bloom on it. And I keep watering it, fertilizing it, because I don't know how long it's going to last. But yeah, I keep talking about how I want to get more sophisticated with my watering systems, but yet I end up don't. But what I want to do is get a 5-gallon bucket, run some PVC pipe to it, have it where it's expendable, and have it like these, either PVC pipe goes down into it, or somehow have some of those spikes that separate the water into 4 little different directions, and have it where it does that. And then the 5-gallon bucket has the water in it, and it runs through, I'm probably going to use garden hose to go to the pots, which means it has to go across the floor and hopefully up the other side. And I might have to have a piece in the middle that I can pour water into to flood the hose to get that to work, because I don't know if I'm going to need a pump or whatever, unless I can actually just come down, have it go straight across, and you have to step over it. That way the watering level is higher than, I'm probably going to have to do that, where the pipe from the bucket comes down but it stays higher than the bucket, and it just splits into and goes into the pots. And I don't know if I'm going to have a timer on it or whatever, or where I just open up a valve and it just and then floods the plants. I haven't really thought about how I'm going to plan this out yet. But there's that. And I want to also say that Saturday was my first time at Ground Zero. We went to go see, I didn't know Toro was going to be there, but Toro was there, and I swear I've seen Toro before. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I've seen Toro before. And then Anti-Scene was there, and this dude in Anti-Scene had one of those little martial art things, that's the stick with a thing that looks like a sickle on it. And the dude hits himself in the arm, starts bleeding on the arm, then smashes himself in the face with this thing. And he's just bleeding. And after and there was a discussion between me and my friends about whether that was stage blood or if that was real. And I was like, I think it's real. And seeing him after it with all the holes in his head, yeah, it was worthy of me buying. And I had thought about doing it earlier that night, but as you guys seen in some of my podcast videos and other videos, I have records. So I basically bought the record of Anti-Scene for 20 bucks, which I don't know if it was that great of a deal, but whatever. And I had the lead singer sign it. Yeah, that was definitely worth me buying a record for, because any dude that's going to smack himself in the head with a thing. And then I got the CD of Toro. I got a sticker of Toro. I got a pin of Toro. I got a pin, well, it's more like a button. A button of Toro. A button of Negative Approach. I got a shirt of Negative Approach that has what looks like the Exorcist girl on it. Linda Blair, I think it was, on the front of it. And since I got the CD, I got a poster of it, which I can't wait to get a frame and put that up, because I'm all excited about that, because that's freaking amazing. Uh-oh, the eclipse is happening. I can see it. I shouldn't have looked up, but it's happening. I can see it's actually kicking in. I better hurry it up, because I think it's almost time for it to hit. So yeah, I got that. And then I got a I Hate God shirt. I wanted the Tor shirt, but the shirt I got is actually kind of cooler. I should have got both the Tor shirt and the other shirt. And, yeah. So, wow, it's actually kicking in. Let's get ready to watch this on TV. And, yeah. It's still cloudy, though, but I can see through the clouds. And, so, yeah. It was really, really exciting, that concert. It was my first concert with Hot Wheels. I wish Buki had gone so we could go to 3 concerts together. My friend from work made it, so that's our first concert. So it was really, really, really amazing concert. Really, really loud. My first time at Ground Zero. I wasn't expecting it to be as loud as it was. And I wasn't expecting to lose my hearing like I did.
After beginning earlier today in
yeah.
Oregon.
Where's it happening at now?
This is from another location.
Yep, that's us. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave comments down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to go check out this eclipse here.